Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our One Piece SAGAS game. Gang, I feel like we did ourselves a disservice in not naming this like stream series. We're the Lavender Scale Pirates, but we just say the One Piece SAGAS game. So homework from now until next Wednesday when we stream again is to think of a name to call this other than One Piece SAGAS game. Anyways, hello friends and welcome to the currently unnamed Season 3 Episode 2 game that we are currently in. My name is Jess and I am so excited to be here with y'all. My pronouns are they, them, theirs. I play King Coralie, who uses any and all pronouns and niceties about them. We are going to be playing a really lovely game in the wonderful game of SAGAS, which stands for Setting and Genre Agnostic System. I have never said that correctly in my life. I always flip them around, but today I did it. While this is not a charity stream per se, there is a charity element to this game because, as we all know, the One Piece Pirates stand against fascism, and so do the Lavender Scale Pirates, as well as our game master, even though he sometimes plays as a Marine. Boo! Anyways, all that to say, we are promoting the No Ice in Minnesota charity bundle that has over $5,000 worth of games, 1,000 TTRPGs, 200 video games. There are art packs, there are music packs, there are things in it to make your own games. 1,439 items to be precise, all for a donation of just $10 to support Immigrant Law Center of Minnesota. Whether you are in our Twitch chat or our YouTube chat, that link is pinned. So please go and check it out. If you have $10 to spare, please consider doing a donation. If you don't have $10 to spare, please consider sharing with your friends and family. Because every dollar really does help, and we are getting closer and closer to raising $500,000 every minute and every hour, which is really, really cool. I do want to give a huge shout out to two members on our cast. You know what? I'll do three because every person on our cast is spectacular. I just want to say that actually. Thank you all for being here. Specifically, I want to give a shout out to Jake. The tunes that we're currently listening to are tunes that he created himself. A human made this that we're currently listening to, and a human made what we are going to be listening to for 90% of this stream. The art that you are seeing on the right-hand side of our stream layout was made by Ange. It is absolutely fantastic. A huge thank you to them. And the game that we are currently playing was made by Dennis. Even though he plays a Marine sometimes, boo! We want to give a huge shout out to SAGAS and its creator because it is such a wonderful system where you can really just play in any particular world that you would like to, including the One Piece world. So gang, with all of that being said, we're going to do some introductions around the table of our pirates and Marine, and then we'll give you a little bit of a recap. So let's start with the odd man out. Let's start with our Marine.
Oh, well, I'm not a Marine in any sense of the word, but I do play one on TV. I am Dennis. Thank you all for watching. Like Jess said, I made SAGAS, and I made this little supplement we're using to the little one-pagey thing that we can use to play in the world of One Piece, which has been phenomenal. And I'm gonna run the game. That's my job tonight. I hope it goes good. Popcorn, Julie.
I'm Julie. I play Esmer, and I create things too, such as migraines for our game master. And I play Esmer, who kicks things. Popcorn to Jake.
Hey, I'm Jake. I'll be playing Doflamingo tonight.
Oh my god.
No, I'm sorry. I'll be playing Nemo. Playing Nemo tonight. Yeah.
These props.
I don't know.
It's the prop.
I never wear them, so I'm like, hey, this is me tonight. Popcorn to Briar.
Briar, you're muted.
Oh, my internet is betraying me.
You're here.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah. Oh. Yes.
Okay, hi. My name's Briar, they then pronouns if you would. I am playing Leandre Spike, reluctant tag-along, ex-Marine, not for very long, but long enough, longer than the average Joe. Yeah, and I'm going to popcorn Angie. I think I answered the last person.
Hello, everybody. My name is Angie, Aegon Thetic on the internet. My pronouns are they, them. And I play Zelio Costas, also they, them pronouns. And I got a little bit distracted by my cat who knocked over a bunch of shit. We will ignore that for later. Incredible. Well, the gang is all here, except for our good friend Dan, who plays Ash Carter. Definitely check Dan out all over the internet at Dan Pixel. And with that being said, King Coralie, who is played by me, is going to kick off our recap. So there we were. Nemo was holding down the ship. And the rest of the Lavender Scale Pirates had decided that we were going to sneak in to a vessel that Marines had occupied at the time. I would say that. And we were told by the person that's currently controlling my character has forgotten the Revolutionary Army. That is the thing. They had told us that there was someone who was in need of some saving. And so we had decided that we were going to sneak on the ship and save that person. Anyway, very quickly, Isma and I decided that it wasn't going to be sneaking time. Isma was sneezing a lot and I just got a little bit bored. Anyway, we beat the shit out of some Marines. It took a little bit, but we beat them. And then we saved this kid who has like striking orange hair. He can like kind of see into the future a little bit. Wouldn't anybody say?
I would say that Leandre was very brave, and after being rocketed at high speeds, he took out several Marines at once.
Incredible. That he did.
Against
so
my will.
Brave.
And you were so brave.
So brave. We learned some things about this
As the
kid.
song says.
We did hear a very beautiful. Well, actually, the audience had a very beautiful song by Nemo. I don't know if he'd ever repeat that again. It might have been a.
I was so quiet. I was told to be quiet like Leandre, so I didn't say anything the whole. I hope Zelio believes me. I was so quiet.
You were definitely quiet.
Yep.
However, today you're not going to be quiet and you're going to sing as much as you can because Moppy's new best friend, can't remember her name.
Genevieve.
Excellent. And that about sums it up, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. You hit all the highlights. Our Lavender Scale Pirates started off the pilot episode. Well, not pilot. This is season 3 after all. But they started off on an ironclad prison ship and did a jailbreak for the Revolutionary Army. Had no idea who they were jailbreaking. Turns out they were jailbreaking this 13-year-old redhead kid by the name of Teo. And he can see the future a little bit. And towards the end of the episode, we found out that he's probably a devil fruit user and doesn't really know it. So that'll be fun to, work through. And now they are back on their own ship, having successfully taken out a good number of Marines with extreme ease. Several lackeys, a fully ranked captain, and I don't think anyone took any damage the entire time.
Actually, the Marines took a lot of damage.
That is very true. They took a significant amount of damage. As we got to remind ourselves exactly how powerful the Lavender Scale Pirates are after roaming the seas for so many years. We pick back up in the daytime. You have been talking with Teo a little bit. You still don't really know who he is or where he came from, but you do know that he can see into the future if the circumstances are right. He doesn't seem to understand his own power or how he got it or why he has it. But the Revolutionary Army, of course, hired you to break him out of Marine control and bring him to a previously agreed location. You're on your way there now, but you have at least a few hours before you arrive. Teo, of course, after learning there was treasure on the ship, took some, about as much as he could carry, and has been walking around with it, not knowing really where to put it down, much to at least some people's disapproval.
Yes, can I try and take back our fucking treasure?
Yeah, how? How do you want to do that? He's spending most of his time on the upper deck, not really close to the edge because he doesn't want to drop the treasure in. So he's not so young that he doesn't know how to prevent stuff like that. But he's also definitely, not an adult.
Yeah, so I can just grab him by the scruff of the neck and grab the shit.
So
It's
as
like,
he's looking
this is enough.
out,
No more of you taking and walking around with our shit. Give it back.
as he is looking out into the horizon, I'd like you to make a roll to try to grab him as you say this.
Just a D10, right?
Don't lose to a 13-year-old, Zelio. It'll be really embarrassing.
I got a 1. Give me my shit.
Oh, he's not going anywhere. What? No, let go of me. What are you doing?
Starts taking back.
Oh, I found that fair and square.
It is not yours, isn't it? It is in our. Where do you stand right now? You stand in our.
Said you have to obey the captain, right?
No, you stand in our ship. Our ship. The shit in this ship is our shit. So I need you to sit down. Stop walking around. You can hurt yourself. And give us our shit back, so I can put it back in the room of the ship where the shit is.
Go ahead and make another check, this time to intimidate him.
I'm sick of this kid.
You've known him for like a couple hours, if that.
I don't care. It's a 3.
He finally stops trying to talk over you. You are much larger, much stronger, and much louder than he is. And he just kind of like gives up and in almost tantrum-like, in protest, just drops all of it on the ground. And the coins clatter, a couple of them roll a little bit. Before coming to a stop, and he looks up at you. You gonna let go of me now?
Get back to the kitchen and stay there and be out of our shit.
Ugh. And he goes to the kitchen.
Zillion's going to pick up the stuff. I find it rather strange that nobody was trying to help me with this. We were just letting the 13-year-old carry around our crap.
Celio, friend, what's he gonna do with it? It's not like he can swim away.
Toss it overboard. I don't know.
Then Nemo would be able to go for a swim.
Yeah, I could grab it. Also, is it shit or is it crap? Because you said the shit with the ship and the shit, and it was crap?
It's crap now.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That was kind of cool seeing you roughed the kid up though.
He was annoying me.
He's a dick, right? I was trying to be nice, and he was like, "We made you be bad, baby." I was like, "Sheesh."
And he's also a guest on this shit ship. Just kidding, it's not a shit ship. We love it. And they're going to like pat
Not too
the
much.
ship while they say it.
Exactly.
However, that little runt is important to the Revolutionary Army, so let's just, be a little friendly. Not too friendly, but just a little bit.
Exactly. I can be the unfriendly one, and everybody else can be the friendly ones. He needs to understand where he stands in the hierarchy of the ship. Yes, he is a guest, but he's not going to take advantage of our kindness and our hospitality.
Silly, you don't happen to be around a lot of kids, do you?
No.
Let this be a lesson for you. I think that you should spend some one-on-one time with him.
No, I don't think that's going to happen, Captain, but I appreciate your concern. Where are we headed?
I think that
next?
Coralie scrunches up their nose a little bit. And they I don't think you've ever seen them have this face. I think that honestly in the I'm gonna say it's been 3 years because we've been doing this for 3 years, so that just makes sense. I think in the 3 years that you've known Coralie, unless they've been talking to someone that you're directly in combat with, they've never had a sour or foul mood ever. And I think that this is the closest that you've ever seen them have a foul mood. And they're going to say, Zelio, I'd really, really appreciate it if you took a little time to spend with Teo.
Aye, aye, Captain. Zelio's going to walk away.
And Coralie almost goes to tap
Nope.
you on the back and then sees that you're not going to allow it, and then they're just gonna
Turns back around and glares right back. It's like, I am doing what you're ordering me to do, but no, we are not friendly about this. Zelio does not like this kid.
I think that as Teo is stomping off after that altercation with Zelio, there will be a shadow that intercepts him, a very tall, long shadow with glinting eyes down the hallway, and Esmer is going to squat down, and Esmer is going to, in a very intense voice, say to Teo, "In a world where pirates and navy are in an eternal battle, only one giant robot can stop them." And Esmer is going to slam in front of Teo like a 1 foot tall plastic robot, entirely a knockoff of the Battle Frankie mech from One Piece, which Esmer got from the Wapole Toy Shop, a canonically existing thing in the One Piece universe.
Amazing.
Teo sees the toy and he says, well, clearly the Navy's going to win. They've been winning for forever.
Oh no, no, Julie.
Oh.
No.
I don't think so, little friend. I don't think so. In fact, I think that you've not necessarily upset Isma, because Isma's just got such a nice and sunny disposition. But as you can see, Isma just decided that there was something at the other end of the ship that she needed to attend to.
That's fine. And Teo takes the toy and goes to the kitchen and starts inspecting it, seeing what parts move and what parts don't. And he seems pretty entertained for the moment, but it sticks with you. And those of you that were close enough, Coralie and Zelio, probably Nemo from the helm, and Leandre hanging out on deck. I think every one of you heard that this kid is Team Navy, not Team Pirates, even though you just saved him from a Navy prison.
Ah, so the vibe check is correct. This kid sucks.
I think that, like, if Zelio is still around, Coralie gives, like, a little look over to them.
I'm going to go spend time with him. I don't think I'm going to make him think differently about the Navy being the winners.
Well, that's not necessarily your responsibility. I just asked you to spend time with him.
Mm-hmm.
With some niceties.
What niceties? We have to get this kid to the Revolutionary Army.
Or maybe
And
just
then-
a little less shit. Shit. Maybe a little less of that.
I didn't know that you were so fond of children.
Well, there were a lot of, snake babies that got hatched on Slither Island while we were there. And when I was king of the snakes, it was just nice being able to hang out with them. They go all the time. They're so cute. And then they grow up to be little shitty 13-year-olds who have a fucking problem with authority until the authority decides to mold them into better things. And I see that in you. You can mold this young mind.
I think it is not a good idea for you to try and make someone who is not quite fond of children try and change and mold a child into a better person.
Maybe it's not all about the kid sometimes.
Captain, it's okay for people not to like kids.
It's fine. You don't have to like him. And they're just gonna kind of like,
Right.
As you take a couple steps backwards and around the corner, you hear from one of your pouches a ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
Whose pouch?
Got Jack.
my bad.
Hey, yes, King Coralie's pouch.
Hello.
What's the status? How'd the jailbreak go? And this is, you recognize your Revolutionary Army contact.
Who is named?
Oh, you never caught a name.
Oh, I never caught a name.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Okay. Running through my Rolodex of Revolutionary Army members, Dennis. I'll note that.
Right. The kid's kind of a shit.
Yeah,
I say this
sorry
very
about that.
quietly. He's kind of causing a lot of trouble on deck, and below deck, and in the crow's nest, and just kind of everywhere.
He took my toy, Esmer shouts from the other side of the room.
He took Isma's toy that we will get back in a timely manner, eventually. Oh.
I'm sorry about that, but I promise he's a good kid. He just had not the best upbringing.
Can you tell me what the upbringing is? Because this kid likes the fucking Marines.
Not here. We can talk when you get to the rendezvous.
Yes. And Coralie would definitely know what the rendezvous point is, which is...
It's coordinates, not a named place. It's just an island that's mostly uninhabited.
King Coralie is oblivious to the shenanigans that may be happening, but Jess, the human, actively hates this.
Can we? I know that Dan is not here, but Ash is our navigator. Can we say that Ash provided coordinates for? Oh my God, Jake, your name escapes me.
You gotta
What?
find
Nemo.
it. You gotta find his
Nemo.
name.
Can we
Really?
say that? Can we say that Ash provided Nemo coordinates, the coordinates for and the direction that we were supposed to go?
Yep. Nemo, what are you doing on the ship right now?
I think I'm just behind the helm and getting us to where we need to go.
Pretty
Maybe
smooth
grumbling about the
sailing.
kid being a dick.
A shit, even.
Yeah.
It's not a difficult journey. The winds are strong, but not gale force. The water is pretty clear. There's only a few clouds in the sky. The weather's probably going to be fine for at least the rest of the day.
Where's Leandre?
Andre, I think, would be spending time with the kid. Actually,
Oh my God, amazing.
I think they would be getting along quite well. I don't know, playing cards or something, and Leandre is losing badly.
Zilly walks
Man,
into
you're
the kitchen.
really not good at this game. As he
Yeah,
throws
I'm-
down another winning hand.
Oh, you got me again. Leandre is losing on purpose. And I don't think I have any. I don't think I have any more money for you to fleece off me.
Oh, well. And as he takes the last few coins off the table, Zelio comes in and immediately he tries to like hide the money.
No, you earned that. You earned that. It's fine.
Can you tell them that? You say that on
Yeah.
record?
Yeah, you earned that.
Oh, well, good to know. See, typically when you earn your treasures, you keep them.
I earn all the treasure I get.
What do you mean by that?
Well, how'd you get the treasure? You're pirates. You probably stole it.
Probably, but we took it and we earned it ourselves.
And I earned it myself when I took it.
But then, us being pirates, we take it back.
So if I take it again, it's mine.
Nope, it is not.
You
And
feel a
If you take it again, I know where you are. I will be following you like a hawk because my captain wants me to spend time with you.
Oh,
you feel for a moment as you like threaten him again, there is a aura of orange eyes just in the shadows watching, and then you threaten him and immediately it goes away.
Is this hockey?
Make a check, see if you can recognize this.
Could I use my investigation?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, so extracting information from my surroundings. A 3.
It doesn't feel like hockey. Not really. It kind of does. You've seen and felt observation hockey before many times now. Mostly from like during fights. But this isn't quite that. This is something different, something alive and specific.
hey,
What?
Zelio, can I talk to you for over here?
Hey, no, we're
Sorry.
still playing. We got 2 more hands left.
I'll be right back. I just need to go talk
You
to
better
the
be.
bestie. Yeah, I promise. All right. Kind of shuffling Zelio out of the room,
What is it?
making sure we're out of earshot.
Yeah.
Hey,
Close the door behind you.
I know you weren't in the cell with me when I went into the cell. And you know how I went into the cell and then I went immediately back out because the vibes are bad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the vibes being bad come from the kid. And he's a teenager. And I don't know if you remember being a teenager, but it's quite volatile. So until this kid gets off our ship and becomes someone else's problem, maybe for safety, we should probably just like be chill so we don't make this kid angry. Because the vibes are like, I don't know how to explain this, are astronomically bad. Detrimentally bad. And it's
No, I
comes from
felt
me.
it. I felt it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, so let's
there
like
is
not
something-
anger the kid who has like creepy devil fruit powers, okay?
I understand it. I get it, Leandre. I understand. Yes, it's almost seems alive. There's more to this power, and I don't. Maybe he doesn't know anything. A part of me doesn't quite believe it.
I can ask. He likes me. He doesn't
No,
like you.
we don't need to ask, and he doesn't need to like me because I don't like him either. And then Zelia will walk right back into
Kinda
the
weird
kitchen.
I'm calling it kind of weird to have beef with a 16-year-old, but you know,
13,
they
ac-
teach their
13
own.
actually. Yes, I know.
Even weirder.
It's okay.
Hmm?
Teo,
Yeah.
caveat regarding the treasure. I know technically you are on the partial to the Navy. We never steal from people, just regular people. All of the treasures that we have taken from Navy stations that have, how do I put it? Overused their hand. If that makes any sense.
No.
Got it. So you're not quite aware of the things that the Navy can do and has done, particularly the world government.
Well, they need to get rid of the pirates that have been stealing from everyone.
I see. Celia looks at Leandre.
He's 13. 13-year-olds have bad opinions.
Clearly. There's also 13-year-olds who know better from experience, and unfortunately, I don't think this one has had any experience aside from propaganda. That's sad, genuinely.
Yeah, it is.
Where are you from, Theo? Do you remember your island, your home?
Well, I mean, my dad worked a lot. So I guess I'm from his base. There wasn't really much to do around there.
Your father was Navy.
Well, yeah, he still is.
Is Navy. What is your father's name?
Apollo?
Apollo.
Would I recognize that name from my time in the Navy?
Go ahead and make a check.
Mhm.
That sounds like a check with advantage. You told us that we needed to figure out when we could have advantage. That sounds like a minus negative D6.
I'll allow it.
I don't need it. I got a 1.
Hey!
Perfect. Yeah, you recognize Vice. You recognize the name Vice Admiral Apollo. He has devil fruit powers himself. and it was there was kind of a little bit of drama about similar to Garp, where he chooses to be a vice admiral, but could definitely be an admiral.
Nothing
He could definitely be an admiral. That's true. It's literally the exact wrong word. He could definitely be an admiral if he wanted the position. Like the higher ups and the world government have asked him several times, and he said no multiple times. So there's been a lot of gossip about what what vice admiral oh my god.
No, you could just say Apollo. We got it. We know
What Apollo's motives are. What does he really want? What is he doing?
We took on a warlord of the sea. What's a vice admiral gonna do?
Is Esmer in here with us now?
Esmer's over
I'm on the
there.
ceiling.
Esmer is always there.
I'm standing on the ceiling.
Wherever it's the funniest,
Yes.
it needs to be. Yeah,
Just
wherever it's
drops
funniest.
down. What have we taken on a
Wait, so your father is still alive? Vice Admiral Apollo. Why were you in a cell?
Well, because people say I'm dangerous.
Do you believe that you are dangerous?
Make a check.
Oh.
See if you can get him to reveal any more. Question might get him to climb up.
5.
As you ask if he thinks he's dangerous, he sort of closes off and slumps down on a bench against the wall in a corner, and keeps playing with the Frankie toy that Esmer gave him.
Celia's gonna leave it. They're gonna go to the kitchen and the icebox and just grab like, I don't know, like juice, maybe like tangerine juice or something, and then bring it back to the kid. Just hand it over. Drink something.
As you
Have you
slide it
eat-
across the table, he like looks up at it, but doesn't take it. He just
Have you
kind of
eaten
lets
anything?
condensation.
in the last 24 hours? Is there anything? Do they feed you?
Yeah, they like take care of me. I mean, like I'm hungry all the time.
You're hungry all the time?
No,
Oh.
I'm not.
Sorry, you're mumbling. I couldn't hear you. Speak up.
Not hungry. Pushes the glass back.
Well, good to know. If you don't want it, it'll be in the icebox for you. I have to go talk to the captain. Leandre, can you keep an eye on him?
Yeah, we'll finish our rounds.
Thank you. Esmer, we'll get you another toy.
Oh, grasshoppers are famously good at having a brother who invents things and can just make toys. Don't worry about it.
Wonderful. Zillier's gonna go try and find Coralie.
I think Coralie is chatting away with Nemo, and asking specifically about how you make the string sound like that. Because whenever I touch things and try to like make music happen, it kind of just sounds like this. Yeah, exactly, and that's the face that I make too. It doesn't sound pretty.
Well, I think that's where everybody needs to start. And then what I've learned is that like you have to make shapes. So there's like a lobster hand. You do like a lobster, and it sounds like something. And then you do crab, and it sounds like something else. And then you do like puffer fish, and then you could do like 3 of those, and then you make a song. Just gotta remember lobster, crab, puffer fish.
And they are just like repeating to themselves, and probably doing like incorrect hand movements because I could not physically see what your hand movements were doing. And so we're just going to say that Coralie's sunglasses were also too dark in that moment, but they're just like lobster, crab, puffish. Got
Yeah.
it. All right. Yeah, I'm just not used to being not good at these on the FaceTime. So I appreciate you just like taking some time to help me. And they like again repeat lobster,
Lobster, crab.
pufferfish.
Yeah, pufferfish.
Excellent.
And if you get fancy, you can do shark fin, and then it's like wah, 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 wah.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe
We should-
maybe I'll have a song for you sometime.
We should start a band. I think we'd be really good.
What would we name ourselves?
Ooh. What will we name ourselves? Well, we could should be nautical theme, you think?
Yeah, definitely.
Uh
You're really good at coming up with names. I mean, Genevieve is such a beautiful name, and then you have Moppy over here.
yeah. We could be Coralie and the pufferfish.
But you're not a pufferfish.
Oh, we're not. Well, we do pufferfishes. It's one of the courts.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I think that you actually should be in the front. It should be
Oh.
Nemo. Nemo and the snake. It's me. And I think that when Coralie says that, the snake's like,
Oh, yep. They like it.
excellent.
Yeah.
Nemo and the snake.
Maybe we can do,
Next
like-
party, we'll perform. It'll be great.
Oh, okay. I gotta get Moppy on the helm. We gotta start writing some songs.
I think Coralie like bops their head a little bit and just like starts like writing things down. Fish rhymes with kiss, kind of. But who likes to kiss? Esh and Zelio. What rhymes with Zelio? Hello. And they just like keep bopping their
Oh,
shoulders.
keep
back and forth.
writing that. Keep going. That's good. Keep it up.
I think as you start trying to rhyme things with Zelio is when Zelio breaks up or arrives at the the first band meeting at the helm, and you can see Moppy has been set up to like do the steering, and at this point, correct me if I'm wrong, Jake, but I feel like Nemo has like set up like ropes so that Moppy can actually hold her steady by himself.
Yeah, exactly. Everything's set up so Nemo actually doesn't have to navigate. The mop somehow does it for him.
Zelio Helio. Wow, speak of the devil.
Yes. Concerning news,
Yes.
we weren't quite well. We may have been saving the child, but the child still has family alive. This is technically a kidnapping,
Right.
and the
Okay.
family is not related to the Revolutionary Army.
Well then.
Father is a
Right.
vice admiral.
It sounded like you just said that we kidnapped the kid of a vice admiral. That's get a load of that.
Yes, that's exactly what I said.
Huh?
Yep. Yeah.
Are we kidnappers?
Yes, by every definition of
Oh, no.
the word, because it is a kid, and we did kidnap it.
And we napped the kid.
Yes.
He has not technically taken a nap yet. How close are we to the location? Moppy?
Moppy, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Moppy somehow communicates that there's about an hour left.
We got about an hour. We got about an hour.
Moppy like falls onto a stick, which like hits a clock.
Oh, yeah. That's what. Yeah, we're about an hour out.
Well, it's not like we left any evidence of us being there.
No, aside from Nemo singing songs about the Lavender Scale Pirates.
What? No, I was so quiet, Zelio. I was so quiet.
Nemo?
There was
That's nice of
absolutely no
you.
songs about a former Marine that's so brave named Leandre. That was totally not a song I sang.
I, for one, believe you, Nemo. Bandmates would never lie.
Yeah, we sure wouldn't.
Ooh, well, in approximately 1 hour, it just won't be a problem anymore, right?
Mm, we shall see.
We could write a letter. You could write a letter. You're much better at that than me. You know what? We're pirates, and I think that Coralie is going to like. I think that they keep the wanted posters on their person at all time, especially when like new ones come up. And they're going to unfold them and say, "See, this here says that Zelio Custis is wanted dead or alive for this amount." And I don't think that Coralie has really gotten around to learning big numbers quite yet. They're not really even good at reading, to be totally honest. This whole being like a person and a snake thing really is just they're flying by the seat of their pants. But see this number here? That's a really big number, and we all have big numbers. And I bet that the kidnapping is definitely going to make that number go up. So we're going to
Yes.
stand on this. That is something that the Lavender Scale Pirates now do.
I mean, who knows? Maybe we could even contend with the Straw Hats at this point. We're dead!
No, this is fine.
We need to get this child out of this boat as soon as possible.
It's like we could take out every problem with our punching and kicks and powers. I'm on the ceiling again. But handling
We're
this
outside. So
Of the
you're
sky? You're on the ceiling of the sky?
bottom of the crow's nest.
I'm on the ceiling.
But we can't. But we can't resolve our relationship with this child with punches and kicks.
You know, actually, Zelio did just spend a very long time with the kid. That was at least half an hour, if I'm not mistaken.
No, that was like 5 minutes, Captain.
Like I said, half an hour, if I'm not mistaken. That was incredible. I didn't hear any screaming or fussing at all.
I aim to please, Captain, of course.
Absolutely. Let's take our wings while we're still alive, shall we? I think everything is going to be fine because for the last 3 years, as we've been together through thick and thin, with and without Sir Cabbages, we've made it. We're still here.
Okay. Let's just focus on getting to the coordinates, and then we'll see what happens after that.
Moppy, did you hear that?
Uh,
Focus on getting to the coordinates.
Where are we at, Moppy? And you'll tug at one of the ropes. It's hour 15.
But it was an hour last time.
What?
What's up with that?
Oh, sorry, the shadow's going the wrong way. 45 minutes.
Right then. Look at
45.
it. We're closer to this not being our problem anymore. And then we don't even have to be kidnappers. We can do like a one and done. Yes, we tried it. It'll be fine. Did you leave Leandre with the kid?
Yes, Leandre
Switch
is very
scenes.
good with the kid.
And Briar, what do we find Leandre and Teo doing?
We're playing Go Fish, and Leandre is losing badly, actually, this time.
It's crazy because you have gotten maybe 1 or 2 this whole game, while Teo has yet to not guess something correctly from your hand.
What are you doing that?
I'll never tell.
Roger's gonna lean forward and squint.
He looks up into the ceiling, avoiding eye contact and hiding his hand.
Leandre looks up to the ceiling. Is anything there? Is
In
that
the instant you do, he sort of like peers at the cards that you're allowing to lean forward on the table.
Sure. We'll make a pirate of you yet. It's only a matter of time.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Whatever you say. Got any twos?
No.
Liar. That one on the left is a
know that?
2.
How would you know that if you hadn't seen it first?
I'm just good like that.
I don't believe that for a second.
Well, you don't have to. You just have to give me your 2.
All right. I relent. Give him the 2.
All right. He lays down 4 2s, and he's got like 2 cards left.
I forfeit. It's fine. You win, kid.
Ha! I win again! He slaps his hand down on the 1 coin left on the table and takes it. Look, I got a question for you.
I maybe have an answer.
What's it like being part of a pirate crew?
I think Leandre looks behind him, make sure the crew's not there listening to him. And once he realizes the coast is clear, well, you just kind of get to be yourself, and you get to make your own rules that work for you and the people you care about, and that's the important stuff.
That sounds not so bad, actually.
Yeah, it isn't so bad. And we not really like stealing stuff that doesn't already kind of belong to us,
What?
Well, you see, kid, us, the laborers, we should have the rights to our own property, and it is the
And
ruling
his
class
eyes
that
immediately glaze over.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying, is the people who work for the things that gets put on your plate, the stuff that you eat, the stuff that we use every day, that's ours, and it shouldn't be, taken by people who never worked a day in their life.
Right. So stealing's bad.
Well, that's relative. No, the
Look,
Navy
let's
makes
play-
things really simple.
one more
good
game.
or bad.
One more game.
One more game.
Maybe I'll get it if we play one more game of Go Fish.
Okay, one more game of Go Fish. So, this time, Leon's just gonna really lock in. With this game of Go Fish.
We will fast forward a little bit to weighing anchor as it splashes into the sea. The all of you. Well, I should ask: is anyone staying on the ship while, or is everyone going ashore? We'll say Ash is staying on the ship, and everyone can go ashore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sure.
Thanks,
Scylla
Ish.
Scylla gives her a kiss.
Cute little smooch, and you're back into the lifeboats, and you make it to the shoreline. It's a pretty small island. It's really just a beach and maybe like a couple dozen trees. And there is a small smokeless fire on the beach, and a figure sitting on a log next to it. And he has a Zelio, or not Zelio, Corley. You recognize this as your contact immediately. He's pretty recognizable from the long pipe leaning against his shoulder and short blonde curly hair sticking out from underneath a cap.
I knew it. I went through my Rolodex.
And we will pick up that conversation when we get back from break.
Cutie patootie alert!
Right, friends, you heard to him. We are going on a quick break. We are going to drink some water, eat some food. We're going to do a shrimp check. We want you to do all of those things as well after you check out the No Ice in Minnesota charity bundle that is on Itch.io. It is pinned in our Twitch chat and our YouTube chat. We're at $460,000 raised for Immigrant Law Center of Minnesota. So please go take the time, take a peek at some of the games like Baba Is You, Fist is in there, Tangled Blessings. There are so many incredible TTRPGs, all for just a $10 donation. If you don't have $10, that's okay. Share it with 10 friends. Share it with your grandma, your grandpa, anyone you know. With that being said, we'll be back. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us for part 2 of episode 2 of season 3 of whatever we decide to name this. We are currently playing in the One Piece world in the game of Sagas, an incredible TTRPG that man in the middle, who is that way on my screen, put his blood, sweat, and tears into. Dennis is the creator of Sagas, and we just love this game and love him so much, and have been around for 3 seasons with it. So thank you, Dennis, for putting that on, or putting that together so we could put this on. I want to give another amazing shout out to Ange for the beautiful art that you are currently seeing on the right side of my screen. Well, it was Esmer. Good God, I can't. What are directions? This is Briar's character, Leandre, currently. Before Leandre, it was Esmer, and now this is Ash. So Ange is an incredible artist. Make sure you check out all of their work and maybe even commission them. What if? And then finally, our last shout out to specific people is to Jake, because we're listening to this incredible tune that he put together. And this isn't the only tune of his that we have listened to. In fact, besides the ocean waves that we've been listening to, we've only been listening to his stuff. So shout outs to him for that. Also, I just want to say that Briar, Julie, and Dan, who is not currently with us, also incredible people. Want to show them love too. With that being said, I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to hand things over to the person who was voluntold to do our episode recap, Dennis.
And confirm I was voluntold to do the
Love.
So we've picked up Teo, this 13-year-old redhead kid. Who,
We didn't pick up anyone. We kidnapped this child.
we kidnapped him from prison. Yes.
Ange said, you know what? We did volunteer someone to do the recap, but if he's going to get it wrong, I'm stepping up.
So the Lavender Scale pirates kidnapped this kid from prison, and have been slowly learning more about him as they sail to the rendezvous point with the Revolutionary Army contact who hired them to. The hiring was for the jailbreak. If you interpret that how you will. And some interesting things have popped up. He seems to have a weird ability for seeing a little bit into the future. There's some aura about him sometimes that it feels like orange eyes are staring from the shadows, but every time you feel it, it's very brief. It's not enough to really get a good grasp for what it is, but you're pretty sure it has something to do with him. He is 13, so he is a little shit. He's been arguing with as many people as possible, but when Leandre got him, and has been playing cards with him with no one else within earshot, he seemed to open up a little bit. And though he seems Navy oriented, his dad being Vice Admiral Apollo, fuck yes, I said it right that time. He asked Leandre what it's actually like to be a pirate, and a very wholesome exchange that maybe he is starting to loosen up his, the morals and propaganda he's been fed all his life. You've arrived at the rendezvous point, and a familiar face framed in blonde hair and walking with a long pipe by his side approaches you as you land the longboats on the beach, with Ash, of course, staying back to mind the ship at sea.
I think that I am going to scurry as quickly as I can over to him before the child gets off the boat. And I'm going to say, you let us fucking kidnap this kid. What the fuck?
He was in a prison, right? I was
Yes.
told he was in a prison.
Yes, but okay, yeah. Oh, do you know who this kid's father is?
Yes, Vice Admiral Apollo.
Yes.
One of the most notorious people in this corner of the world.
Yeah. Why didn't you share that information with
I
us?
didn't think you needed to know. Would you have taken the job if I had told you?
We would have talked about it as a crew. I feel like the crew is now starting to get closer to us at this point.
Yes, and you're starting to hear things within earshot as Sao says, okay, you're right. Sorry, I should have told you maybe a little bit more. I just have to be very careful with the information. Still learning a little bit how all these things work.
Have we met Sabo before?
Only Coralie has.
But I don't even know his name.
Correct.
Captain, introductions?
Yes. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, friend? Now that we're all here.
Right. It's wonderful to meet you all. Thank you for such a punctual arrival. It seems that the rumors about you being as capable as anyone in this sea are true. I'm Sabo, member of the Revolutionary Army.
Sort of like a backhanded compliment, isn't it?
Yeah, I
You're
didn't
about
like
as capable as everybody else.
I mean, the
No, that's
fucking-
not how I meant it. I meant it like everyone knows who the Lavender Scale
Captain,
Pirates
shall I
are.
kick him?
That's why we.
You know, Grace Hoppers are famously good at kicking people when they piss them off, so you better watch it, bud.
Right. Sorry. Let me start again. I'm Sabo. Thank you for meeting me and for agreeing to this contract.
The contract where you did not tell us that the Vice Admiral is the father of the child.
He takes his hat off and runs his hands through his hair. This is not going how I planned.
I mean, we didn't ask
Right,
clarifying
that
questions
one.
either. We just like, sure, like, I mean, like, we could have like asked a few more questions. I always
Leandre.
feel like we
Yes,
could ask a few more
thank you,
questions. If we're,
thank you.
you know,
Leandre,
listen, I
Whose
know
side
the
are you
pirate
on,
crew is
friends?
democratic. I'm on the side of peace.
the side doesn't exist.
Okay, I'm
friend.
gonna shut now.
The
But I hide
one
behind his hat.
Right, so Leandre, would you like to introduce yourself to our new... And they, like, very pointedly don't say friend. New acquaintance.
Well, I am Leandre. Nice to meet you.
The defector who has wonderfully betrayed the. This is not going well. I'm so sorry.
Have you heard about how brave he is?
Oh, you're just stating facts. That is something that I did. I did do that. It was very cool, supposedly. It didn't feel cool.
No,
while
it
I doing
was.
It
It
felt
was.
really scary.
I'm all
but,
for
you
it.
know.
It was very cool.
Okay, cool.
I am
Okay.
Zelio Costas. Very good to meet you, I guess.
Yes, I've heard about you. You ran with Bon Clay for a little bit, right?
I did. How do you know that?
Well, Revolutionary Army has some connections.
I
We're
see.
friends.
Oh. With Bunkley?
Well, I don't know them personally, but
Have you heard anything from them where they're at?
not for a while, no, but I might be able to find out.
I would very much like that information.
Okay. Well, we can set that up.
Excellent.
And popcorn over to Nemo.
Hey, I'm Nemo. He
Oh.
just shakes it violently. Pretty gnarly scar you got there. What's that about?
Oh, well, I was injured and it left a scar behind.
That's usually what happens. You get injured. I figure. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Your handshake is very strong.
Is it? Is that maybe because I have muscles and muscles make you strong?
Clearly.
Yeah. You know, like I'll start. Anyways.
Isma.
I mean,
Corley is so just like sillily uncomfortable with having to be like, now you, now you, now you, now you.
Esmer
Just
is
like
going
in
to.
our actual intros. It's perfect.
Esmer is gonna slap Coralie on the back and say, "You're doing a great job, Captain."
Thanks. Grace Hopper's famously good at just giving a little bit of love when it's needed.
You know all of our catchphrases so well. That's why they're our captain.
Enough about me, talk about you. Right, that's our Isma. She's great. And
Clearly.
then if you look back at the ship, so Dan does happen to be in chat, maybe still currently, and with their permission, I think that Ash has like a rifle trained and like does a little wave. We'll see if that's canon.
And
or
there's
not.
like all we really see is as you point back to the ship, there's like a glint of light, and that's it.
Sorry, she hates men with ascots.
Right. Of course. Quickly removes it.
And then the mean of the hour. This is Teo. Little pat on the back.
I've been looking forward to meeting you, Teo. And Teo is sort of like sticking closer to Leandre. So thank you for bringing Teo. We have, however, run into a bit of a snag.
Great. Excellent.
The other ship that was supposed to be here clearly hasn't arrived yet, and I haven't heard from them in 2 days. So, we might be here for a while waiting.
What do you mean, we?
Oh, well, I was just thinking Teo and myself here.
Oh no. We have acknowledged that his father is still alive. I'm sure Theo would like to be reunited with his father. There's probably a reason why you wanted us to bring him here. But we're not going to be leaving the child that we kidnapped under not wrong pretenses, right? We agreed to the plan, but under omitted information. Let's put it that way. We're not going to leave the child with a complete stranger. Now that we essentially kidnapped him. I hate to say it, but
Coralie goes from looking uncomfortable with the idea of having to stay with Sabo and Teo to just being so incredibly proud that Zelio is not calling this kid a little shit, is saying, no, we are protecting this kid until the rest of whoever comes. Like, they just shoulders slumped to, like, proud dad, just beaming at them.
Right. Sabo turns to Teo and gets down on his knees with the pipe at his side. Look, I'm sure that your father has told you a lot about what you can do. But there are some things that I'm not sure you know yet. And have you heard the phrase "mite mite no mi"? And Teo sort of shakes his head.
Has any one of us heard that phrase?
Julie, who knows some Japanese, understands it, but Esmer does not.
How about, have you heard about the look fruit? He shakes his head again. Well, when you were a kid, your family decided that you would be some sort of heir to your father's position in the military. As part of that, they had you eat something. Do you remember eating a weird fruit? Oh, yeah. With the weird thing with swirls on it? That would be the one. This is called a devil fruit. And there are several different ones in the world. All of them give the person who eats them certain abilities.
Esmer is a good
I assume-
example of that.
I also ate one as a kid, and it lets me do this. I turn into a grasshopper on Corley's shoulder.
And Teo sort of like looks surprised and can't hide a smile. Right.
I'm back to normal.
Don't worry, yours clearly hasn't transformed you in any way. Your devil fruit is special, though. There are legends that there is an individual, an entity, something that lived inside the fruit you ate, and now might live inside you. And we think, the Revolutionary Army, that your father fed you that fruit in the hopes that they would be able to control whatever was inside it. Does that make sense? Teo seems to be processing. He isn't saying anything. He looks like he's thinking very quickly. His eyes are kind of darting between the eyes of everyone looking at him. And Sabo asks, do you know where your father is right now? And now all of you very clearly see Teo's eyes go bright orange, and the shadows grow eyes, and you can feel that aura once again, just for a moment, and then it goes away. He says, yeah, of course I know where my dad is.
Tito, not everybody hears that, not everybody can do that. It's a pretty special thing you got there.
Well, is it because this look fruit lets me do it?
Yes. Almost as cool as turning into a grasshopper.
Okay. So if I can learn to control it and get powerful,
Leandre
Then-
will continue to lose to you at cards.
and that seems to Esmer's joke seems to like immediately lighten the atmosphere. Right. Okay. So what do you want? And he turns to Sabo again. Sabo's still on one knee. The Revolutionary Army wants you to choose. Wants you to know that there is a choice. You don't have to...
Corley's like trying to get the attention of Sabo.
Sorry. I think we all need a little bit of time to process. We clearly still have a little bit, and he stands up. And our ride isn't quite here yet, it seems. So I've made us all a meal, and we can have. Who wants some fish? We can talk about this a little bit more later.
Grasshoppers famously love devouring fish.
And Teo, you can hear his stomach grumble. Yeah.
How about you go ahead first, little friend?
And without saying anything, he like takes off towards the tray with the seared fish on it.
Zilio.
And immediately Sabo goes over to you, Coralie.
Actually, I was going to have you talk to Zilio. And maybe Leandre. They've spent a little bit more time with the villa and have just a little bit more insight with him.
All right. Well, I wasn't part of the deal, so I appreciate it. Information's valuable. I'm sure you know that.
Well, I cut you off for a reason.
And what is that reason? Turning to Leandre and Zelio.
Well, he's quite partial to the Navy. So whatever it is that you are planning, if you give him a choice, he will more than likely go with the Navy. So at this point, we just have to potentially have to gather ourselves into understanding that whatever you want to achieve, you may have to force it, which is not good to think about considering this is a child.
I'm not going to do that. I wasn't authorized, and I'm sure that the army wouldn't want that anyway.
Great. Then, is there a way to return him?
To the Navy? We can't do that.
Looks at
Look.
Coralie like,
I don't know if you've heard the legends about what this thing is, but there is something inside that fruit that will take him over if he doesn't learn how to control it.
Right.
But, friend, you just said that you want him to choose and you want him to have a choice. And so the whole not returning him to where he wants to be thing kind of takes away that choice now, doesn't it?
Leandre, do you have anything that you think you could add?
I know. Oh.
we were talking.
Leandre-
So essentially, so above table. So essentially, we're telling Sabo that like the kid is partial to the Navy, and that given a choice, he will more than likely go with the Navy. And then we're like, can we just return him back? Because more than likely he will just choose that. And Sab was already like, no, because that whatever is going on with him is super scary and he needs to learn how to control it. But also above table, we know that Leandra had a conversation with the kid that kind of maybe steered him, and like when he asked about like being pirates and everything. So that could potentially also be a way in. But only Leandre has that information.
Oh.
Okay. All right. I think that I know that like a kid is. We think a kid is too young to make choices for themselves, but I don't know. I feel like I feel like given time, Teo will come to the right decision for himself. Just gotta give it time, the time that we have until the ship that Sama's waiting for gets here.
And that means that if he decides that he'd like to go back to the Navy, we kind of gotta do that. However, we can show him how nice it is to not live in a cell. Right?
Genuinely,
As-
Sabo, I think it'll look better in regards it'll look better for you, your army, and for us. If you ask that question and he says, I want to go back, then go along with it. That could potentially change his mind, even agreeing to that. Giving him the acting by example.
You're right. There can't be, if he wants to go to the Navy, there's nothing we can do to stop him.
Mhm.
But I think he needs some time out of that cell first. And that's something that I'm hoping we can give him.
Well, we have to wait. We can eat here. We can return back to the ship, our ship, also, so that we are more comfortable and we're not just sitting in the sand.
And maybe we don't ask him right away. Maybe we have
Alright.
more fun, and they'll kind of like nudge Leandre, and then like smile at Zelio since they've spent the most time with him so far. You know what? I feel like Isma's definitely come around to the kid, but Nemo, he needs to come around too.
Did something happen? Sabo turns to Nemo.
No.
I
We were
think
supposed to be
Sabo
best
very
friends.
clearly does not believe that.
We were supposed to be best friends, but whatever. Kid don't want to be best friends with me. It's fine. I'm not hurt.
the kid is
Not
a
offended.
15-year-old. Nemo, you just gotta give him some time. You came on really strong, friend, and sometimes for people like me, we love that. We love it. 13-year-olds, though, they like space. It's not cool to show your feelings. He's gonna come around. He's gonna love you. It's gonna be Nemo, the snake and kid. Just you wait.
Well, we didn't talk about anything about him joining the band.
Right, okay. Well, maybe guest star.
Also, Esmer, bongos? What do you think?
Bong.
Yes. Excellent idea.
You got it. You made the band.
I feel like Corley does like a quick side eye to see if the kid is still in eyesight.
Most of the fish are gone. He's eaten almost everything that Sabo has cooked.
You know what? Let him.
Sabo notices this at about the same time and he's gonna let him. He
okay,
just
Sabo.
sighs in resignation.
You knew one like him once.
You know who else
We
is very
see a
good
little
cook?
overlay of someone else eating all the fish.
A little black silhouette going like that on top.
Well, shall we take this party to the ship then and cook up some more food?
Seems like they don't have
Good.
bongos here, so I guess we have to go back to the ship.
Because it took me like 4 hours to get those fish.
Nemo is typically the person who cooks for us, right?
4 hours? Did you not get in the water? Why is it taking 4 hours?
He can't get in the water.
At this point,
I
he
was wondering
can.
timeline-wise.
Yeah, we're-
Oh, I was about
At
to
this
say,
point,
I'm
he
like,
can.
okay.
Pre-water,
Pre-Dress
post-water.
Rosa.
Pre-dress Rosa, got it.
All right, I canonize where we are now. All right. He's still looking wistfully over at Teo. Seems to like have only half heard what you guys have said. But at the mention of food, if you guys have more food and are willing to share, do you mind if I come along?
Teo
No.
said this?
No, Teo's still finishing up the last of the fish. Sabo was asking.
Yeah. I suggested that we go
Great.
back to the ship. I'm much more comfortable there.
Zelio has some very strict rules about the ship, though. You're gonna have to follow them.
What are those rules, Coralie? I'm so
Uh,
curious.
No stealing our shit on this ship.
Ah, yes, that is one of our rules. Yes, do not steal our shit on the ship.
Don't worry, not a pirate, not Navy. Not gonna steal your shit.
Excellent.
Hey, Teo. And as the last fish disappears, and Sabo nods his head back towards the longboats, and as he walks over to the fire, they pass each other, and you see this weird little moment where Teo is, as he's running back, sort of takes a wide berth around Sabo. And you see Sabo's shoulders slump a little bit from the back. Whatever is happening here is not going where he intended. Lots of things have gone wrong already. And as he kicks the sand onto the fire to put it out, he walks back to the longboats, and you all make it back to your ship. I think the rest of the evening passes without incident. There's no other ship in sight, but you've all had a lovely meal. There's the classic frames of everyone laughing with giant slabs of meat on the table. Pints of ale being passed around. And everyone, Teo included, are having a wonderful time.
Does our band play?
Absolutely.
The world premiere.
Amazing. I know.
Does the audience hear? I don't know. Jake. That's a Nemo thing.
All three of us would need to perform if we're going to do that live.
I think
doing
the
it live.
snake gets up and says, "Lobster, cred,
Yeah.
fish, shark."
Lobster. Pufferfish.
Shit. Shit. Yeah.
And Teo claps particularly loudly, and he seems to be having a great time. And ever since the island, you have not felt the presence of orange eyes from the shadows.
Zelio puts down the same glass of tangerine juice in front of Teo. We do not waste food in this ship.
Make a check.
Aww. It's a 6.
Is anyone helping?
I do have the attractive trait though, so I could use a D8. I did roll a.
Yeah, you can use a D8. You can re-roll with the D8 because you are convincing Teo to spend more time with you.
Yes. That is a 1.
Hey.
Put the glass of juice down in front of him. It is clear. The glass is clear. There are beads of condensation forming on the outside, and he looks at it, looks up at you, and with a fully straight face, staring you dead in the eye, takes the glass, and he cracks a smile right before he drinks it.
That's what I like to see.
And on that note, we are going to end this session of our yet to be named Saga's One Piece game.
2-piece.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Incredible. Well, my friends, before we head on out of here and go about our days, not as pirates, but just as people, let us tell the people who we are and where they can find us. Briar, let's start with you.
Hi, my name is Briar Wren, they, them pronouns. If you would, you can find me everywhere on the internet at @beanabees_. I am currently, my commissions are currently open. If you want to get some art, please do. And that's what's going on over here with me. Do I popcorn? Angie!
Hello, everybody. My name is Angie Agonthetic on the internet. My pronouns are they, them, and I've been playing Zelio Costas, they, them pronouns as well. You can find me over on Tales Archived every Sunday for our ongoing D&D campaign. We will be doing session 135 this upcoming Sunday. That's at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I play Triss, a paladin with some secrets. And you can also check me out over on The Last Arcanist on Dicecape's YouTube. It is an ongoing Daggerheart campaign where I play Hugo Husk, who is a walking, talking scarecrow, wizard fun girl. So yeah, come check me out. I also have commissions open, and check out my Instagram and Blue Sky and whatever. Agonthetic everywhere. Backward. There it is. I'm popcorning over to Jake.
Hey, I'm Jake, he, him. You can find me on the internet at Jake_Lionheart. Oddly, on Instagram, it's like without the E. So like Kevin Hart, but Lionheart. H-A-R-T. Somebody jacked it for me. So anyways, there's a vendetta there. I'm going to have Dennis help roll up a Marine to go find that person for me. But yeah, I do music. So you can find my music under Jake Lionheart wherever you get your music. If you want to support, there's also jakelionheart.bandcamp.com. Bandcamp Fridays are still a thing, I think. So you want to check that out. And I got music for days, y'all. You got a cleric. There's some cleric sounding stuff. You got a monk. I got a monk thing. You want a warlock, and you want a pew pew like your Eldritch Blaster guns. There's this Western one. You name it, I probably got it, and you could use it. Just shout me out and be like, yo, Jake, I used your beat, and I'd be like, cool. So anywhere you stream music, feel free to use it, and popcorn to Julie.
Hey, I have been Julian, Julie, or Julie CL, JULICIEL, mostly on Blue Sky, occasionally on Twitch. Yeah, I am sporadically working on streams and running things throughout the tabletop gaming space, but this year I am mostly working on my TTRPG, Tactics Memoriam, a fusion of Fire Emblem strategic gameplay and Hades' colorful afterlife aesthetic. Playtesting is going well, but give me time to cook, because we're looking at a later year release for the whole thing. But you can play the free beta now. There's also an official soundtrack produced by our dear friend Jake, which is insane and lovely. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and fuck ice. Dennis. Woo.
Yay! Hi, I'm Dennis. I run the thing, and I will run the thing again next week. You should be here to watch these lovely people play them. If you want to also play the thing on your own, you can go over to my itch page, Okayest RPG Publishing, where you can pick up Sagas for free. If you look at my socials, Okayest__DM, you can probably find the actual one page that we are using to play in the One Piece universe. We've also got ones for playing in JJK. We've got a really fun one for writing poetry as you play. There's a lot. There's like a good dozen at this point, one-pagers, supplements for these. We still don't have an actual release date for Sagas. Apologies for that. But we are working on the layout, putting all the beautiful art in it. And on this, I've decided officially that we are releasing our first supplement for Sagas, not just a one-page, a 15-ish page zine called Grim, where you play as bugs and mice in a Victorian-era bookshop. And it is a particularly dark setting as well as whimsical. There is a gang war out back in the field between bees and wasps, and there is a lot of potential for telling stories about, class disparity, because there's the higher ups that live at the top of the wall and smoke cigars in their lounge, and the factory workers down below, primed and ready to start a revolution. So check that out when it comes out. I'm very, very excited for it. We've played a couple games. I'm also excited for we played a really, really, really good pre-recorded game that will come out in a couple months on Tabletop Tailspinners Network. So keep your eyes out for that. And yeah, that's me. Shrimp check, right? That's next.
Shrimp check. All right, my friends, I'm going to talk just a little bit and then I'm going to send you on out of here. Thank you so much for watching us this evening. This is episode 2 of 5 total episodes for season 3. So make sure you are back here at 5:30 PT on February 25th. That's a Wednesday. March 4th. That's a Wednesday. And March 11th, also a Wednesday. So basically the next 3 Wednesdays at 5:30 PT on either my YouTube or Twitch, both. If you're sexy and cool like that, you don't have to be. You can pick one or the other. You also don't even have to watch it live as long as you watch it. With that being said, friends, check out the No Ice in Minnesota charity bundle. Check out the No Ice in Minnesota charity raffle. Make sure that you are doing what you can. And if that is sending emails and calling representatives, do that. If you can donate, do that. If you can get out and protest, do that. But make sure that you're doing something, and most importantly, make sure that you are taking care of yourselves. Yeah, that's really all I've got. But as I said at the very tippy top of this call, I can't tell you what to do all the time, but I can tell you not to eat paste. And with that, we will see you next week. Goodbye.